Hello from the ACHEMA 2022 in Frankfurt and welcome to our joint booth of Haber & Böcker Machine Factory, Aventus Feige Filling and Haber & Böcker Automation. Imagine a technology that allows you to fill your products into complete weatherproof packaging. Imagine a system that offers your clients attractive, clean and safe packaging. Let me introduce you to the Adams technology. And I have two great experts here talking about the Adams technology. We have Sebastian Süthoff here. He has been at Haber & Böcker since 1994 when I was still in kindergarten, and he participated in the development of the Adams technology. He is the general manager of the business unit Haber Building Materials and Minerals. And live from Oelde, we have Robert Brüggemann. He's at Haber & Böcker for almost 30 years now, and since 2014 he is the general manager from the business unit Haber Chemicals. Welcome. Sebastian,
good afternoon.
Speaking about safe, sustainable and modern packaging of bulk goods, how does this actually look like and how far is it really sustainable?
Yeah, I think in general we are working on several fields here. First of all, for sure, we want to make the machine more energy efficient, that we didn't use too many resources. Then on the other side, we are working for sure also on the package itself. So we are in contact with film suppliers that we get thinner film material, that we create also their bags which are recyclable, 100% recyclable. And on the end, the most important one is to bring the packed good to the end user, due to the fact the most CO2 is inside the product and not the machine and also not the bag itself.
Okay, and Robert, hello to Oelde. I can't see you yet, but I can hear you. That's great. What are the special moments of the technology called Adams technology? And could you maybe show us a little bit how it works?
The Adams technology is a very unique system for the filling of fine powdery products into compact and tear-resistant bags. The empty bag handling components originally bases on the design of the FFS technology for granulated products. The additional core components for the Adams, which makes the Adams to an Adams machine, are first of all here the hexagonal filling spout. There we can fix dust type the open bag on, that no dust during the filling can escape. And secondly, we have an internal vibrating system, which in conjunction with the bottom vibrating unit assures a very efficient compacting of the product during the process, that we later have this box-shaped bag after the bag is discharged and bag flattened. So that we have the filling, a very clean filling in a tear-resistant bag, where nothing can come out and also nothing can come in during the complete logistic chain for the end consumer. And thanks to the moisture barrier, the product is protected and and the shelf lifetime is very extended. And due to the high compaction of the product, we have a very perfect pattern, which brings us later a very clean, stable and compact stack on the pallet. And such a picture-perfect pallet is very often then later the business card from our customers to their end consumers.
Okay, thank you. So you said nothing can leave and nothing gets in. But Sebastian, every powdered product has a different flow behavior, I think. So to what range can actually be filled with the Adams technology of products?
I think to explain everything in detail, that will take longer than we have today. But in general, we start with 5 kilogram to 50 kilogram. I will say everything which is free-flowing, which is not sticking, we can pack with the system. So we have a lot of references in the different fields. So from the chemical, food products, building products, minerals, and also cement. Important here is that we have to test these things, and that is what we are doing in our R&D center.
Okay, thank you. Back to you, Robert. What are the key advantages of this film packaging for the filler, but also for the end user? Why should they choose this technology?
So the ADAPS bags, in comparison to the valve bags, and here it makes no difference if they are made from paper or plastic, have no porosity or perforation of the bag. That means we have a very large surface which is protected, and so we have this extended shelf lifetime even for hygroscopic and sensitive products. The quality of the moisture barrier can be adjusted to the individual requirements of the product or project by adjusting the thickness of the film or also the recipe of the individual film. So in principle also 100% tightness is possible by adding a very thin layer of aluminium inside, and then we have 100% tightness independent from the ambient temperature and also relative humidity outside. Additionally, the bag is very easy to open with a cutter. It is easy to emptying because there is no hidden corner inside and can be printed or labeled with nearly any kind of printing or labeling system. And finally, such a bag is recyclable.
You said it's recyclable, and what does the customer need to know to actually recycle the films after usage? Sebastian, how do you teach your customers to recycle so that your promise of 100% of recyclability is actually fulfilled?
Yeah. Also, this is for sure quite new, and we can support the customer in that field. Here it's important to know in general that all PE film can be recycled. Critical is always more or less the ink on the back, so less ink on the back is for sure easier to recycle. But also with the ink, I think we made a test run with one of the film suppliers that we can close a loop and that the bag can be produced several times. We have a content of up to 70% of recyclable material in the bags already. In general, important as a second stage is also what kind of product we have. So for example, when it's a chemical product, which affects maybe later on the material, the recycled material, so that you can't use the recycled material for food products anymore. So that is a challenge what we as Havanberg are not facing, but for sure the film supplier, for them it's important to know the source of the recycled content.
So yeah, sustainability is one important topic right now, but another important topic we have right now is rising oil prices. Isn't it way too expensive now to use film packaging with this oil prices rising everywhere?
In general, everybody thinks that is only related to the gas prices or oil prices. When you have a paper bag, for example, which is out of paper and plastic, also there we have a big amount of paper is coming from Russia, for example, and also there we have big price increases. And so I will say that the price increase in general for all kind of bags is quite high. And the good thing is with a PE, we can use it several times, and then you spend one time the price for the oil, and then you can run it 7-8 times in a loop before you maybe have to burn it, and then you have still the heat. So it's for sure better to use bags than to drive the car, because then the gas is gone or the oil is gone.
Okay, Robert, a last question to you. Does Haber & Böcker also help the clients to find exactly the right tubular film in case someone's watching now and interested in using it?
Definitely. We have first of all our institute where we analyze the product which will be filled, and with the technical data, bike density for example, or Kahn grace analysis, we find out the correct bag sizes which is necessary to fulfill, let's say, 25 kg later. But to take the responsibility for the complete film, also that means for the system, for the machinery, And for the bag, we are also able to supply directly the paper bag and also the tubular film for the Adams bag together with the machine in one project.
Okay, thank you very much.
That's something which helps a lot of things. That means we do already the support for the customer to find the right dimensions, but it's a question of responsibility. If we have the machine, we take also the responsibility that he have the right consumables with it.
Okay, thank you very much, Robert and Sebastian. And in case you're interested to know even more about the Adams technology, you are very invited to get in touch with our experts either here in Frankfurt at the fair, or you may also call our experts in Oelde and Warendorf and get all your questions answered and find the right machine for your product. Thank you very much.